today I plan to abuse this little bee until he's making me millions. Pretty much just works. He flies in with some honey, drops it in, and I jar it up and give it to some weird capitalistic business. We all make money somehow. And upgrade. Does this give me a second bee? I can hardly believe it. So it's looking like the jars kind of go out on their own. It's like, what, 12 gold per jar, something like that? Looks like 7 a second. How much do I need to upgrade? Like an extra 100 gold? That's fine. Oh, and I can click the bees too to like make them really mad. It just sends them flying. Go forth, my bees. Go forth and bring me a whole bunch of money. What does upgrading my bottom row do? Just give me more something. Oh, it looks like a little bit more capacity and some faster speed. And did that raise the price? Well, here. Upgrading the hive lets me get another bee, and it only costs 220 until I can get my next one. How's this gonna look when I max out the whole thing? Oh, I bet it's gonna be fun. And if you want a side mission while you watch this video, count how many bee puns I make. You wouldn't believe how easy they are to sneak in. Now I've been hard at work down here on the conveyor belt, making it where I'm getting 80 gold per jar, and because I hit level 5, I can open up a brand new hive. The purple bee? Hi, little buddy. Do you mind just throwing some stuff in? Do you make purple honey? I think there was like a SpongeBob jellyfish episode like that. No? Still just a normal stuff, but I mean, I'll take it. It looks like it's giving me 33 a second. One purple bee is equivalent to 5 normal worker bees. Therefore, I will be upgrading to add a second one, as well as the original bees are still pretty cheap. How far down does this go? Level 45? Dude, I feel like I just need to click this conveyor belt now. Upgrade again, upgrade again. Now we're getting it up to level 10. How much gold do we get for this? 157. Yep, I like that. All right, more purple bee, more normal bee. What's my next upgrade looking at? I'm gonna need 2,000 gold. How about for this? Only 580? Well, maybe we'll just keep upgrading our normal bees for a second. Oh, hey, I apparently unlocked tasks somewhere along the way there. That's just a way for me to get gems. And so once I collect enough of those, I'm at 25. And since I maxed out my bee hive up here, I can reset it, which got rid of all my bees. Oh, but at least they're level 2 now. All right, well, just upgrade all this back. I'm at like 30,000, so you gotta spend money to make money after all. And now my conveyor's level 20, but most importantly, I'm level 10. I can get, I'm sorry, cookie bee? Is that a species I've never heard of? No, it's just a cookie with wings. Okay, yeah, I don't really know what I expected off that. Well, 2 of those is giving me 800 a second, so that feels pretty dang good, I must say. And I've fully maxed out my bees up here again, so I can just reset them when I get enough gems. For now though, let's just keep buying purple bees. They're cheap. We can get them to fill the screen up. And I've gotten to the level where I don't really drop honey at all, even though I'm selling all these jars as fast as I can. So I should be able to fully max out my purple beehive, and then let's reset it. It was able to get me 15,000 before, and so fully maxing it out to level 2 gives me 31. Wow, that's extremely good. Oh hey, and I just hit level 15. What's my new bee farm? Radiation bee. Like plutonium? Well, yeah, they look radiated. All right, see you, buddy. That gives me 3,200 per bee. Wow, that's okay. 3 bees and I'm already at 15,000. I never thought I'd be so grateful for radiation. Internally, I'm conflicted, but now I've also got a full set of cookie bees over here to work with, and a level 30 conveyor belt that's feeding me 130,000 honey per second. Let's make it level 32. That feels more fitting. As we know, every 5 levels, I'm going to be unlocking more and more bees. Right now, though, it's taking 1.7 million to just get another radiation bee. This one's about to be 2 million, man. Inflation sucks. But with me getting my radiation bees up to 360k a second, I never have a not as high capacity honey jar anymore. Actually, we can make that 532,000 a second to really drive this point home, because now I can reset my cookie bees and start to level them back on up. There we go. Now we've got a maxed out level 2 cookie bee, bringing me another 318,000. Yeah, that feels good. Well, I've managed to get my bee radiation all the way to max, and I can increase my conveyor belt up to level 38, which is giving me how many? Looks like it's 1.94 million. Ooh, I am no longer keeping up with the production costs. Well, let me collect my gems anyways. And oh, I just hit level 20. What is this now? Lamp bee? Is that a light bulb? That's a light bulb with wings? We just think we're allowed to create whatever we want game? That's obviously, I don't know, at least 4 safety hazards. You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna upgrade to get a bunch of them. I just spent numerous millions of dollars, but now I'm getting an extra 840,000 off those guys. So what's the capacity of my jars? Looks like it's 1.94 million. In between just my lamp and radiation bee, I'm getting 2.5 million a second, but they're still selling out. So how about just getting 2 more lamp bees? Is that enough to keep me at max? Looks like not quite yet. All right, more lamp. I think what I want to do is just hold on until I can grind my lamp bees to be making 3 million a second, because now I can just reset everything and upgrade. My radiation bees are definitely definitely my second breadwinners. Like any good corporation, you ignore the small fry and go right to the ones that are actually making you profit. My lamp bee, my radiation bee, they get paid time off. Everyone else, don't get sick. Keep upgrading. Am I able to max this out yet? There we go. Level 2 radiation bees bringing me 3.19 million. That's all extremely good. Lets me start working on my lamp bees and maybe upgrading my conveyor belt some more. I get that up to level 41. I'm getting 5 million a jar of honey. What's in this honey? The elixir of life? A PS5 circa Pandera era? Like what do we got? Ooh, more gems. In that case, let's reset my radiation bees more. And mash the upgrade button. Now it's at 4.49 million. A multiplication sure is fun when it equates to money in my pocket. Oh, and we just hit level 25, so I can get my next bee. Spinner bee? Is this gonna just be like a bee and sit? No, that's a fidget spinner. Of course it is. Well, let's start upgrading you, buddy. I had billions in my pocket. Already starting to net me 26 million, 31 million after another upgrade. Wow. And how much do my jars hold? 28 million? I shoot out a lot of jars really fast, though, so we might want to just keep upgrading a little more. It's almost at a rate where I'm getting my max 28 million per jar. Maybe just 2 more upgrades in the spinner bees and I'll be set. Also, I am flying up in that level bar. Yeah, thanks to the spinner bees, I have no shortage of money anymore. In that case, let's reset all my little lamps and mash that upgrade button. It's extremely handy just to make sure that your new heavy hitter can cover everything before you do any upgrades around. And I have $1 billion. Is that enough? There we go. We maxed out lamp bees again. Yeah, sure. Let's reset them one more time. Now they make me 63 million a second. Isn't that neat? And I did just max out my spinner bee, so I think it's safe to say that I can handle a conveyor belt capacity at level 50. That's 100 million per jar. It looks like I'm just right on the cusp, but I think how fast I level up equates to how much money I actually sell from each jar. Wait a second. That sounds like it's extremely good. I wonder if I upgrade this conveyor belt again and then reset my spinner bees. I've got $13 billion, so that let me buy a decent amount, up to 166 million back. I'm not quite able to offset my cost per jar, but that's fine. We got them all the way up to level 2 again. They'll be making me plenty. Well, after a quick trip to the restroom, I'm now level 30, so I can get the ball bee. Is this going to be a basketball gameplay? Oh, a tennis ball, even better. I've also got nearly $200 billion, so let's just spend 100 billion on these guys real quick. They're now making me $1 billion a second. That makes me feel like I might be able to get this up to level 60 and then just spend the rest of the money on them. Wow, they're already maxed out. Well, sure, let's just reset it and spend the rest of my 80 billion on them. Currently, I'm losing money, but they should just keep adding up extremely fast. Well, we have gotten to the point where the ball bees are making me 3.19 billion a second. However, my conveyor belt at level 60 is a capacity of 3.18. So I do need to reset them again and start spending more billions. I might be level 35 by the time I rectify this mistake. Oh, neat. I hit level 35 and I also have crossed $1 trillion. I can get my next bee. Is this good? Please have sunglasses. It is. It's just a bee with cool sunglasses. Yeah, he is pretty cool, I must admit. Alright, well, let's start upgrading this. I spent $1 trillion on it, and I pretty much have maxed it out. That's an extra 12 billion. Just hanging out right over there. Give me more gems. So it looks like in the first pass-through, they're going to be able to give me 16-ish billion. So upon reset, that's going to be really good. I just need like $3 trillion. Good thing I can just upgrade my conveyor belt down here to level 65 and start getting 12, 17 billion per jar. Although, sad reality now is that I am losing honey whenever I click at this very rapid rate. Oh, whatever will I do? The answer is always ball bees. I mean, 50 billion a second, come on. And now since I am basically at 4 trillion, can I reset these cool bees and would I be able to max them out just instantly? Answer yes, it just took $3 trillion that time. And now after a while of just petting my cat and watching Netflix, we've entered level 40, letting me get my second to last row of bees. Chicken bees is, okay, just a chicken leg. That's so stupid. But it does cost like hundreds of billions of dollars to upgrade these guys. However, each one's like an extra 2 billion production. So if we were to max all these guys out, we're at an extra 158 billion a second, which will be adding up pretty rapidly. And so I think I'll reset my cool bees and spend a good $40 trillion on them. Wow, I didn't even level them up all the way. How much money does it cost to upgrade one? 4 trillion in of itself? Wow, so I need like probably $90 trillion to prestige my cool bees again. Good thing I'm making $250 billion every jar. jar of honey that flies by, but you know, still. You know, even while using my auto clicker, I'm still gaining trillions of honey down in the bottom left, so we're probably good to upgrade my conveyor belt at least one more time, getting me an extra $100 billion per jar of honey, and I think it still fluctuates, but I can buy 2 more bees, and now my cool bees are making me a trillion honey a second. So let's go ahead and level up our chicken bee, which we probably don't have enough money to max out. Never mind, we did. It only needed 30 trillion. That means this next one's probably gonna need more like 50 trillion for us to max it out. And it looks like my conveyor belt still keeps gaining money, so upgrade. Level 75, each of these jars is holding $500 billion, I don't know, honey, dollars, something in them. And now we're actually losing honey per jar. Well, that can't be good. Just to reset our chicken bees with our $68 trillion, and we were able to fully max them out. I guess I'll just let this sit for a while and go record another video. That is right after I prestige these chicken bees and then spend $130 trillion to max those out. Looky, now I get 1.27 trillion a second. Well, see in like, I don't know, 2 hours? Well, after a while of just letting this run, I hit level 45. I've gathered $2.7 quintillion, and I'm ready to get my next bee. What is it, mutated bee? That looks like my radiation bees. Just green, but like a different color. Oh, they have multiple wings. That makes sense. All right, well, max them out. What's that giving me? An extra 1.5 trillion? We can just reset that immediately and max it out again. 3.19. Well, I mean, with all my bees now, my conveyor belt up to level 85, getting 14 trillion per honey jar, I think the only thing left for me to do is give myself a grade. And obviously the only letter grade that fits for me is a nice big A-. But I was gonna say B, didn't you? Typical. But that's gonna be it for me. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see ya.